So let's talk about Dreamcon 2023. What's up, guys? I'm Tia, aka Tea Cakes, and I'm here to tell you guys about my Dreamcon 2023 experience. So, Dreamcon is an anime and gaming convention made by RDC World 1. This is a rapidly growing convention, growing from 6,000 attendees last year to 22,000 this year. This was my first time going, and I want to give you guys a little bit of my personal experience so that you can determine whether you want to go to Dreamcon 2024. I've been a fan of RDC World 1 for a really long time, and to be able to finally go to one of their events, I was excited, like extremely excited. To know where they started and to see where they are now is so inspiring. Like, I've been watching from the very beginning, and to see them constantly grind and climb up the ladder that they built for themselves because there were no other options for them, it's just inspiring. So after a couple of years of the convention going on, I think this was year 5, I finally decided to come and see for myself what the hype was about. So Thursday was the unofficial start to the convention, where they had early badge pickup between the hours of 1 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Where we at, T?
We are here in Austin at the Hilton/Austin Convention Center. Oh, today is Thursday.
Is it Thursday or is it Friday?
Thursday. Picking up some early registration badges.
Hey, let me see your stuff. I can't see it when you're moving it.
It went pretty much how you would expect it to go. A lot of people came. Lines were pretty long. Got your badge, you left. That night they did have RDC Live. I did not get tickets for that, unfortunately, but it was lit from videos and pictures I've seen. The real fun begins on Friday. So Friday started off very stressful. I wasn't expecting it to be as stressful as it was, but that morning we got an email about the reservation system and about not being able to attend events that you're not registered for on the RSVP on the Dreamcon app. So registration for the welcome ceremony opened at 9 a.m., which along with a lot of the other panels and events as well. The moment 9 a.m. hit, the app completely crashed. The app crashed. You couldn't reserve. It was kicking people out. It was logging you out. It was giving error messages after error messages. I'm crying because I'm a crybaby. And I'm just stressing. I'm just like, I'm not going to be able to see them. I'm not going to be able to even do the opening ceremony, which is just like, you're going to see the creators, you're going to see RDC, you're going to see whatever other guests they have on stage, and they're going to tell you about the wonderful event that they threw. And I'm not going to be able to participate because the app is not working. So after having a bit of a meltdown, I finally calmed down enough, and I'm just like, okay, let me just do my makeup, get myself ready, and we're just gonna head over there and see whatever happens. So we get there, and there's this insane line wrapped around the Austin Convention Center. I mean, it was going for blocks. It was going through every corner that you can think of. And it was past 100 degrees outside. When we first got there, we thought it was only 2 separate lines. And come to find out, I think it was about 3 or 4 different lines, but all of them were kind of moving really slow. My husband and I split up. I got into one line, he got into another. His line started moving faster. I went to his line. Finally, we ended up getting in after about an hour or so. We were in the line so long that we ended up ordering food, ate the food before we got in. What are we doing, babe?
Waiting in line for centuries.
Yeah, we had to go and get food.
Had to.
Yeah. So we finally get into the convention center, past the security, into some fresh AC to the convention. Finally. So we started off by taking some pictures by the big Dreamcon sign, by the Dreamcon backdrops, and we still had a little bit of extra time before the welcome ceremony started. So we went to the exhibit hall 4, which had the artist alley area with some food vendors and stuff inside too. There was so much going on in that exhibit hall. But I loved it. There was people dancing. They had LAN party as a DJ in the center, and they had it lit. Like, it was just groups of people just dancing and singing and having a good time. I was just like, yeah, this is it. This is it for me. This is it. So we walk around the exhibit hall for a little bit longer before we realize it's almost time for the welcoming ceremony. So we leave, go out to, I think it was like exhibit hall 1 or 2. Line was really long, but come to find out, there was no one checking reservations. I was stressed out and crying this morning for no reason. I didn't really care. I was just happy to get inside, and walking in is just like whoosh. Man, it gives you a vibe. So we finally get into the welcome ceremony, find us some seats, and we wait for the ceremony to begin. When the ceremony starts, we're greeted with a whole bunch of creators that I know and love, like Story Mode Bay, Berleezy and some bros, RDC World, of course. And guess who else they brought out, y'all? Just guess. Because you're not gonna freaking understand. Corey Kenshin. How did they get this man out the house? That is my question for them. How y'all got this man out the house? He don't go nowhere. He says that all the time. He said that at the convention that he does not leave his house. How did y'all get him out the house? Did y'all pay him money? How y'all got him here? But I was so happy to see him. Everybody's in the crowd just chanting, Corey, Corey. Corey, 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 Corey.
Yeah, it's really awesome to be here. You know, I haven't been to a convention since like 2019. I've never seen this many people in real life at the same time. So, yeah, you know, thank you for coming. Thank you for having me.
Anyway, enough fangirling. After the welcome ceremony, it began with the crew battle immediately after, which we did not get into because it was an insane line. RSVPs were already closed. So we just started exploring the convention. What I learned quickly at that convention was to not be so pressed about the creator things, like the things that had RDC World or some bros attached to it, because you would waste your time in really long lines and kind of waste a lot of the time that you could have been doing other things at the convention. Yeah, I really did want to see a lot of those creators have fun, play these games in person, but I really wanted to experience the entirety of the convention, and I know that we only had a certain amount of time in each day to do so. So I gave up a lot of the big events to just go to the smaller panels, to just go and meet people, have fun, and just take pictures with a lot of cosplayers and still enjoy everything else about the convention. The Friday night official after party at the Hilton Hotel, sorry. And it was really fun. They played a lot of anime songs, regular music. They had performers. Everybody was dancing. Everybody was lit. It was a good time. Like, it was a really good time. Saturday comes and I was finally in cosplay. Hot girl Ash was on the scene. Saturday was really fun. I got to see a lot of cosplays. I got to take pictures with a lot of cosplayers. We went to the Avatar trivia, which was my favorite panel. I will be honest that we went to a couple of them, but that Avatar trivia was really fun. It got serious. The finals were intense. They had this one girl, I think her name was Jessica. Oh my goodness, Jessica knew her stuff. Like, nobody stood a chance. Okay? Nobody stood a chance. She said she watched the series like over 20 times. She knew quotes by heart. She knew exact numbers to things. It was so crazy to watch and just see this room full of people that just share your same interests and stuff. So yeah, Saturday we just kind of spent the entire day just experiencing the con. My husband stayed in the dodgeball basketball area. I had to keep going find him, and he's still there playing dodgeball, playing basketball. So I'm happy that he had something that he can do too. He's not super big in anime as much as I am, but the fact that they have that as like alternatives, things to do, able to meet people. He even made friends out there. He made more friends than I did. We were so tired from Saturday. We were planning to go out, have a little fun. We didn't have no tickets to any parties, so it's probably gonna hit one of the local streets. I think it's called 6th Street. We're gonna just go out there, have some fun. We passed out, didn't go anywhere. Woke up and it was just, yeah. And unfortunately on Sunday, we had an early flight, so we did not get to go back to the convention center. So unfortunately, we only got Friday and Saturday's worth of Dreamcon. So that's all I can go off of. I don't know what happened Sunday. I didn't go to the closing ceremony, unfortunately, but I still had a great experience. So overall, would I recommend somebody to go to Dreamcon? Yes. Why? It's a one-of-a-kind experience, especially if you're, if you look like me, you're of color, you're a Black creator, you're a Black lover of anime and gaming. It was the safest space I have ever felt. It was just nothing but good vibes. There was no issues happening anywhere. It was just a lot of like-minded people, all sharing the same interests, having fun, singing, dancing. Like, it was amazing. I've never felt that comfortable in a large space of 22,000 people in my life. What did I least like about the convention? The app. So the app was very stressful. That entire process, I just did not like it whatsoever. Having 22,000 people try to register for something at the same exact time probably wasn't the best idea. Just because it's too many people for an app, especially I don't know if it's a newer app, but it was new to this, and to have that many people on there at the same time just kept crashing it. It wasn't working at all. But to know that, RDC World was listening the entire time. They sent out surveys. They were responding to people, letting us know, like, we hear you. We know you're frustrated. We understand there's a problem going on right now. We're going to eventually fix it. We need your help. They sent out these surveys at the end of the convention, just letting us put our input in on what we think can be improved, how we think it can be improved. And it was very, very detailed. And I left a very detailed response on it because I want them to improve. I want DreamCon to be the biggest thing ever, like surpassing every other con there is. I want it to be the biggest thing ever because they deserve it. And for them to come to us and be like, hey, help us out. Let us, make this thing better. Tell us what we can do. Tell us what went wrong. Tell us what frustrated you the most on, your experience with this. It just shows me that they actually care. They want to do better. So should you go to DreamCon 2024? Yes. The answer is yes, absolutely. Come and experience it for yourself. They had some issues here and there. Yes, a lot of the things going on with the reservation system were very frustrating, but that did not take away from my experience whatsoever. I still had an amazing time. I still got to meet some amazing people, bought some really nice merch from all the people in the artist alley, ate some really good food at that taco stand or whatever that they had. I got to take a picture with a couple of creators. Yeah, it was a little frustrating, but overall, it was an amazing experience that I would not trade for anything. And I think that going forward, they're going to keep on improving. They're going to keep on doing what they have to do. And I'm going to be there to support them each and every year after this. So with all that being said, I hope to see you guys at DreamCon 2024.